Yes, people, welcome back to the first video on this new channel, Combat Kings TV. Just quickly, before we do get into what you dived into today in the Parker versus Wardley preview, this is a boxing channel. We cover all boxing, watch-alongs, previews, match reactions, bit of Misfits boxing as well for the young guns as well, because obviously the demographic and all that. But sit back, relax, smash a like, subscribe. We've got plenty of content coming your way with this weekend with the big fight in London at the O2 Arena. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Let's get into the preview. So obviously yesterday we had the face-off for Parker versus Wardley. And you can see they went quite close. I mean, when I was watching it, at the press conference, I was kind of hoping Frank would get out of the way. We can see him go nose to nose because, my God, I can't wait for this fight. And I'll be honest, I know who I think will win, but there's a part of me that thinks this fight is a lot closer than people are making it out, because everyone right now this week is saying Joseph Parker should be doing the business, etc., etc. And rightly so. The run he has been on, which we'll get into later, we'll have a look at his box rec, because this guy's been around the block and he's looking to become a two-time world heavyweight champion for the first time in his career. And obviously, Fabio Wardley is on the road to becoming a world champion. And when this fight was made, right, I was like, I can't lie. I mean, look, I will be honest. When they first made, I was just a bit like, yeah, I'll watch it, but I'm not like mad invested into it. I'm quite invested into it now because you're kind of seeing a bit of the characters coming out throughout this week in the build-up. Joseph Parker coming out really confident, still showing that respect because he is probably the nicest guy in boxing. Big up Joseph Parker. I have actually, funnily enough, met him. Top bloke. And then obviously Fabio Wardley's coming in with organs blazing confidence after his big win after Justin Hooney at Ipswich a couple of months ago with a big knockout. And for me, this fight is very easy to see how it's going to go. I think it goes three ways, and this is one of the reasons why I'm excited for it. And this fight is absolutely massive now, because we know what Frank Warren said in that press conference that made it very, very interesting. The winner gets Alexander Usyk for the undisputed. So this fight now means everything. This fight now goes up another level. This fight now has a lot more prestige, a lot more interest in it, because the winner will go on to fight Alexander Usyk, even if it's Fabio Wardley or Joseph Parker. I kind of want Joseph Parker to win before I give my prediction. And the reason why I want Parker to win is because he reminds me of Dillian White a couple of years ago. Do you know when Dillian White was always avoided when he was the WBC interim champion? And he was avoided for like 800 days or something like that, like 2-3 years we won't get a title shot. Joseph Parker deserves the title shot out of anyone in the division. Out of anyone. Tyson Fury jumping in the queue. There's talks of that. Ajit Kabayel. Parker deserves it because he had a title fight lined up in February. Obviously, I say, quote, Dubois was injured. Obviously, he was the IBF world champion at the time. Obviously, he lost to Usyk in the rematch months later. He fought for a world title in February, but obviously, you know, the circumstances around Dubois' illness. And yeah, the winner now will get Alexander Usyk. And obviously, Usyk has confirmed that he is going to be fighting until he's 41, which I think is very interesting. We are going to be doing a video on that. However, what is my prediction? My prediction's been kept the whole way. I think Parker will win this on points. Because for me, Parker is significantly the better boxer. He's got the far better experience. I mean, let's just look at Joseph Parker's box rec, right? 3 losses, only 1 knockout in his career, right? He's going up against Fabio Wardley. Look at the fighters he has been in there with over the past couple of years. Martin Bakoli, boogeyman of the division. Zhili Zhang, another boogeyman of the division, awkward fighter, knocked out Martin Bakoli, clean out. And obviously, Zhang he beat. And then Deontay Wilder slapped up in Riyadh. And obviously, Simon Keane, Faji Abululu, Jack Messi, Joe Joyce, he's obviously been in there with. Do you want to know why I think Joseph Parker is going to win this as well? Because he's in the prime of his career. Joseph Parker kind of became world champion too young. He did. He did. Because if you go back to that back-to-back defeats of White and Joshua, he obviously became world champion against Andy Ruiz and obviously defended it a couple of times. For me, I look at Joseph Parker and I kind of see him as like a three-story chapter type dude. Like this guy's kind of got had 3 chapters in boxing, becoming world champion young, fighting Joshua and Dillian White, lost back to back, and now in chapter 3 in revitalizing his whole career. Because some of the names, again, like I've just showed you, some of the names he's been in there with, is mad. And now he's adding Fabio Wardley to that list, who is now a credible name in this boxing industry. And then he's going to fight Alexander Usyk if he wins. But I do think Joseph Parker will win this on points. I think it could be close in certain rounds where Wardley's going to be going for it, because I do think Parker's going to outbox him and take the earlier rounds. I do think it will be cagey as well, naturally, because we know the heavy hands that Fabio Wardley knocked out. I mean, that Justin Juni knockout at Ipswich all those months ago this year is probably the knockout of the year and one of the knockouts in the past 5-10 years. That knockout was clean, and to be able to do that as well, credit to Fabio. The one thing I don't like about in this fight, Fabio Wardley is not a great boxer. He's only got heavy hands. You do realize when it comes to knockout artists, it's not just like landing the punch, it's about the position, it's about the timing, making sure when you do throw that right hand or that left hand, I'm covered up as well about your defense. I think Fabio Wardley needs a lot of respect. This is a guy that's had like no amateur experience, nothing, kind of just straight into the pro ranks, and he's done brilliantly. It would be a remarkable wow story if he was to beat Joseph Parker and then fight Alexander Usyk. That is like a proper true Rocky story if he was to somehow get there. And also the winner will get Alexander Usyk fight one confirmed. I'm really looking forward to this fight. We are going to be doing a boxing watch along, me and Liam, the partners of this channel. And yeah, I'm really excited, guys. Really, really excited. Make sure you do smash a like and subscribe to the channel, because we are going to be doing a lot more boxing previews, a lot more fight reactions, watch-alongs, vlogs of the events as well. I'm going to be vlogging the Conor Benn and Christian Bank Jr. 2 fight when I go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But no, I'm very excited. I'm very excited now for this fight, because there's a lot on the line. The winner will get Alexander Usyk, and yeah, I think Parker wins this on points. However, again, I won't be surprised if this is stoppage, because the way that Joseph Parker's been talking all week, he's like he wants the knockout. He wants to send that message to Mr. Usyk. So it's going to be very interesting, I can't lie. And that's one of the reasons why, if it does become a bit of a scrap, that's where Fabio Wardley 100% has the chance. But if Parker sticks behind the jab and moves like he has done in the past couple of fights, he should be able to get Wardley out of there. Although in the past couple of fights, he's been going for the knockouts. Deontay Wilder, Zhang at times, and obviously Martin Bakoli knocked out in the second round. And yeah, Parker versus Wardley, O2 Arena, Saturday night. We will be there for the watch along. Smash a like, people, subscribe to the channel. Daily shorts as well coming to this channel. Take care and subscribe if you love your boxing. Peace.